Well, hello everybody out there and welcome to another random video. So in today's video, I want to talk about something really weird and really odd. I want to talk about the movie Ambiance. I hope I pronounced that correctly. The reason why I want to talk about it is because it is supposed to be, or it was meant to be, the longest movie that doesn't exist. So I know that some of you might think, okay, what is there to talk about if the movie doesn't exist? And if the movie doesn't exist, what are those screenshots that we're looking at right now? The screenshots, they come from both the teaser and the trailer for the movie. And yeah, there is a lot of stuff to talk about. So the movie is a movie that was made by a Swedish filmmaker named Anders Weberg. I'm pretty sure I also didn't pronounce that correctly. But in 2012, he first announced the idea that he wants to make the longest movie ever made. Then, over the next years, he released the teaser and the trailer, which I'm definitely going to talk about later on in this video. And the main plan was to premiere this movie on December 31st, 2020, via some kind of a synchronized screening in all countries in the world. And after that, the movie was supposed to be destroyed or erased. So this way it would become the longest movie that doesn't exist. But me and a lot of other people think that this movie never even existed in the first place. And, I have a lot of other stuff to talk about first before I can talk about why I think this movie never really existed in the first place. So, first, let's talk about the teaser. So, the teaser has a total runtime of 72 minutes. Yeah, think about that. A movie teaser with a total runtime of 1 hour and 12 minutes. Pretty insane, right? And yeah, when you look at those screenshots, you know pretty much as much about this movie and about the plot as I do, because there aren't any dialogues and it's just a bunch of random scenes. And yeah, I couldn't make heads or tails of that. I think that's how you say it. And I don't know what the movie is supposed to be about. So I think it has something to do with love and death and time and space and all those things. But other than that, well, I don't really know. So now that you know how long the teaser is, you probably wonder, well, how long is the trailer? Well, the trailer is definitely a lot more straightforward because we only have two actors and we only have a steady cam, so the scenery doesn't change. And I don't know if it's true, but I read that the trailer was shot at the same beach where they also shot the opening sequence for the Seventh Seal. So, that scene where the same scene where Death is being challenged to a game of chess. So, yeah, that's an interesting thing, I guess. So, how long is this trailer? Well, believe it or not, but the trailer has a total runtime of 7 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, 7 hours and 20 minutes. That's the length of the trailer. And it's crazy. I mean, to a certain degree, I would say, even though it is so much longer, I still think that it's a little bit more watchable because, the things aren't so random and it's very nice and calming and yeah. But it is still difficult to sit through the entire thing. I haven't been able to do that by now. I don't know if I ever will. When it comes to the soundtrack, I mean, the soundtrack is less annoying or less tedious, I guess, compared to the teaser. But at the same time, there is less variety because it's just the same loop repeated over and over again. And yeah, after something like 30 minutes or 45 minutes, it gets pretty tiresome, to say the least. Yeah, so now that you know how long the teaser and the trailer is, how long the teaser is and how long the trailer is, you probably wonder, well, how long is the entire movie? If you guess 72 hours, then you're not even close. Yeah, because the movie was supposed to have a total runtime of, and I kid you not, 720 hours. 720 hours, 30 days, 1 month. That's insane, right? And that's also the main reason why I think that this movie never existed and why this movie has never been shown anywhere. Because, first of all, if it was really shown on December 1st, December 31st, 2020, I think we would have noticed, even with all the crazy stuff that was going on back then. But I still think that it would have been on the news somewhere if some movie theater had shown a movie with a total runtime of 30 days, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, what kind of movie theater would even agree to do something like this? Because think about it. The movie theater would have to stay open 24/7 for 30 days straight. How many movie theaters would be willing to do that? So that alone makes the whole claim that they want to have some kind of a worldwide synchronized screening in all countries kind of unrealistic, because I don't think that you would find this many movie theaters willing to do something like this or to participate in something like this. And then there is also the question, well, how about the ticket costs? How much would a ticket cost if you want to watch a 30-day movie? How would you charge something like this? And I mean, people definitely don't stay in the movie theater for 30 days straight. They would probably go home or go to work or something else. So could they come back? Could they go back in without having to pay for another ticket? Or how many places would there be? What if there are already some other people? So it would have been a logistic nightmare, to say the least. So, and then there is also the interesting fact that there was apparently also, as far as I know, there was the plan to release a second trailer in 2018, and the second trailer was meant to be 72 hours long, but apparently even that didn't happen. So if the movie really existed, it was definitely never finished. So that's why it was never published or never shown anywhere. But yeah, I don't know if I should believe that he really tried to make that movie. So to me, it still seems like he only made the teaser and the trailer for a fictional movie that was never really meant to exist in the first place. And I mean, he said that this would be his last movie and that he would just stop making movies altogether. And it seems to me that he just lost interest. He definitely lost interest. I don't know if the death of his son has something to do with that, because the teaser was dedicated to his son. But when you compare the teaser and the trailer, it is very clear that there was a lot more work and effort that went into the teaser, even though the teaser is shorter. But yeah, there are a lot more scenes and a lot more cuts, and there's just a lot more stuff going on. When it comes to the trailer, however, it is only so long because it is running at half the speed. So you only have two people who do some stuff on a beach, and like I said, it's one take, and they didn't even have to memorize any dialogue, and they just did a bunch of stuff, and this apparently took something like 3 hours and 40 minutes, and that's it. And then he just put some effects on top of that and slowed down the entire video, and that's it. So hardly any effort at all. Yeah, it makes you wonder what this second trailer could have been or would have been. But the fact that he never released the second trailer shows that he just lost interest, or maybe he didn't have any more money left. I don't know. But yeah, that's apparently the way it is. So, what do I think about it? Well, I think it was probably maybe some kind of a social experiment of some sort, just to see how people would react about the idea of a movie with a total runtime of 30 days, and what people think about the existence of the movie, if it existed or not, if it was shown anywhere in any movie theater or not. And I would say by doing this video right now, I became part of this social study or of this experiment or whatever you might call it. So yeah, mission accomplished. So when it comes to the teaser, I think the teaser was uploaded in 2016, but then somebody else downloaded it, and after the teaser was taken down, this person re-uploaded the teaser to YouTube in 2021. And yeah, the trailer is still available on dailymotion.com and vimeo.com. So you can still watch this 7 hours and 20-minute trailer. There are also sped up versions on YouTube that are only, I think, something like 6 minutes or so, which doesn't make sense in my opinion, because the trailer was running at half the speed. So if you want to speed that up, why not speed it up like 100% so that it becomes real time again? Yes, I mean, at this point, it would still be, I think, something over 3 hours and something like that. But yeah, at least it would be real time and not, like time lapse or whatever. So yeah, that's it. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was informative, and I hope that you go and watch this 72-minute teaser and the 7 hour and 20-minute trailer. And yeah, even if it's uninteresting, maybe you still find it relaxing. I mean, it could help against insomnia and things like this because of how slow it is. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye.